The skies opened over northeast India. Heavy rains began to fall. They did not stop for many days. Rivers started to swell with brown water. People watched the rising waters with worry. This was the start of a difficult time. The monsoon showed its powerful face. It brought much trouble to the region. Reports started coming in around June 1st, 2025. The news spoke of unending rain. This was a fierce, angry storm. It covered a very large area. Many different states felt its impact. The people were not prepared for such fury. Northeast India is a land of hills. Heavy rains can easily cause problems here. The soil on the slopes can become loose. When the soil is full of water, it moves. This is how landslides often begin. The rivers also run fast down the hills. They can flood quickly in narrow valleys. The rain brought more than just water. Hillsides collapsed in massive slides of mud. Rivers burst their banks with sudden floods. Several states in the northeast felt this wrath. Mizoram was hit hard by the rains. Arunachal Pradesh also saw much destruction. Assam, with its mighty Brahmaputra river, suffered. Manipur experienced landslides and flooding too. Even the mountainous state of Sikkim was affected. These states share a common geography. They are all now sharing a common crisis. The rain did not discriminate in its path. Sadly, the rains brought death. Early reports confirmed a grim toll. At least 18 people lost their lives. Each death is a tragedy for a family. Each loss is felt deeply in the communities. The search for others continues in many places. Authorities fear the number might rise. The true extent of loss is still unfolding. The immediate aftermath was one of chaos. Roads were blocked by fallen earth and trees. Communication lines were cut in many areas. Power supplies failed, plunging places into darkness. People were trying to find safety. They were trying to understand what happened. The usual order of life was completely broken. Landslides carved deep scars into the hills. Imagine tons of wet earth, rocks, and trees. Suddenly, they all start to move downhill. They move with great speed and force. Nothing can stand in their destructive path. Houses built on slopes were buried. Roads disappeared under piles of debris. These slides cut off villages. They brought terror to those nearby. Flash floods were equally terrifying. These are not slow rising waters. They come suddenly like a wall of water. Small streams turned into raging torrents. Rivers overflowed with muddy, fast-moving currents. Low-lying areas were quickly submerged. Fields and homes were inundated in minutes. People had very little time to escape. The speed of these floods was overwhelming. Many people were forced to leave their homes. Dozens, perhaps more, became displaced. Their houses were either destroyed or unsafe. They had to flee with what little they could carry. Some lost all their belongings in the floods. Others saw their homes buried by mud. The situation in northeast India remains critical. The rains may have lessened in some areas, but the danger is not over yet. Rescue teams are working very hard. They are trying to reach stranded people. Relief efforts are slowly starting now, but the scale of the disaster is huge. Many remote areas are still cut off. The priority is saving lives first. Then comes the task of providing aid. Northeast India has a history with monsoons. The region is used to heavy rains. Floods and landslides are not entirely new. However, the current events seem very severe. The intensity of the rain is exceptional. The widespread nature of damage is alarming. Monsoons are a part of life here, but their fury can greatly vary. This year, that fury is causing hardship. It tests the resilience of the people. Authorities face many obstacles in their response. The difficult terrain makes access very hard. Damaged roads and bridges slow down help. Reaching remote villages is a big challenge.